Okay guys, hello, welcome ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this video of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. I'm gonna talk about Conquest because Season 12 is right in front our doorsteps. In 1 hour and 45 minutes Conquest will start. And I'm showing you a video right now which I recorded a few weeks ago, 3 hours before Conquest Season 11 was over. So in Season 12 nothing is going to change. The same data disks and the same bosses will be available. So I'm just gonna talk to you right now what my strategy is for Conquest Season 12, what I'm gunning for, what I'm gonna do, and maybe I can help one of you so you can get a better crate maybe this time, maybe even the last crate, the red one. So first of all, we all know Conquest, the only thing what's difficult is that it's time consuming. And when you can manage it time-wise with your real life, then it shouldn't be a problem to get the red crate. So right now we have the data disks. As you can see, I have 4 different kinds, or even 5, but the health regeneration is the only one I have because I don't have 3 caustic emissions. So I'm gonna write down in the description what I prefer to use, but in this case I use 3 caustic emissions, 1 thermal exhaust, 2 Amplify Agony, and 1 Volatile Accelerator. So I'm just what I'm doing is I'm going from Sektor 1 to Sektor 5 as quick as possible so I can get those. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 data disks, those 7 which I told you right now. I try to collect those, and you don't need any other to accomplish all feats. So about the main feats, as you can see, there are some kind of main feats. Some main feats will be probably the same with beat 500 guys, which you do automatically by playing Conquest. And there are different kinds of conquests, and I'm going to show you the first one main quest, which is very, very fast if you have the data disks already. Yeah, that will be to do 40 wins with a Scoundrel team, with a full Scoundrel team, and just, in my opinion, just do it first when you have the data disk, those 7 which I talked about. So, like I said, tutorial would be first go from Sektor 1 to Sektor 5 until you have the 5 data disks, and after that you can go for the main feats, for example. Now you have the Scoundrel team which I use against the mid boss from Sektor 1. I just use a Kira need with dash render, and what you can see, because of the data disks, everybody gonna get thermal detonators and damage over time debuffs, which means they're gonna self-destruct. Yeah. The only thing what's important here is that dash render has a speed over 205, I think, is the minimum which you have to. So you can use dash render if you have him at about 250 speed. You can use him 2 to 3 times. After that, I would recommend to switch to, for example, Chewbacca, as I'm showing you right now. Like I said, the one who is doing the AoE and is going up first just has to have more than 205 speed. With Chewbacca at Relict, it's no problem, and you can see everybody dies. So the Scoundrel feat is, in my opinion, very fast and very easy. You just have to have the data disks. After that, same thing goes for the Bounty Hunter feat. You just use 5 Bounty Hunters, and as you can see right now, I'm using Bosk, Jango Fett, Dangar, Grief Karga, and for example, a 5th is IG-88. Why I'm not using Boba Fett right now is because you need those feats done with Boba, Fennec Shaw, and Han Solo. When you do those 3 together, you accomplish those 20 wins very easily, very fast. But the thing is, if you use Han Solo in this team right now, you don't have a full team of bounty hunters, which screws your main feat. That is why I'm not using the Bounty Hunters team here, and maybe use Boba Fett with Fennec Shaw in this Bounty Hunter team, and you will have no problem using Boba Fett with Han Solo in another squad against another team in Sector 1, for example, to get the main feed. So right now, as you can see, I'm using Bosk Lead with Jango Fett, Boba Fett, Greef Karga, and Fennec Shaw. Another feed that is included in the main feeds is Jango Fett and Boba Fett have to kill 100 people. So right now, as you can see, my Jango Fett goes first. I'm not switching mods, you don't have to. With Bosk is first, you just do the AoE on Anakin. If not, like in my example, just use the basic on Kenobi so it doesn't get triggered, so Anakin doesn't get triggered. And after that, use the Bosk AoE on Anakin. And as you can see, I think I killed 3 guys here with a Jango or Boba, and I did a full team of bounty hunters, and I won a battle with Fennec Shaw and Han Solo, Fennec Shaw and Boba Fett. So you will have those main feats done very quickly, very easily, and you don't have to worry when you're not going to defeat 100 guys with Boba Fett and Jango Fett. You will probably have like about 75 or even 80 when you do the bounty hunters 40 wins. And what you have to do as well is win 20 fights with Boba Fett and Han Solo. So I'm going to show you that right now. For example, I'm using in this Sector 1, when I use Han Solo and Boba Fett, I use clones as well, because in Sector 1 you have a feat which is defeat 50 enemies with clones with clones, I think. And I'm just using here Rex lead with Echo and Fives and Han Solo and Boba Fett against I think it was a Geonosis. I didn't watch it right now because I recorded the video and I'm doing an audio record over it. So yeah, I'm using it against Geos, and as you can see, it doesn't really matter if Han Solo dies or not, because you just want to win against this team. So right now what I'm doing is using the AoE from Echo, so everybody gets very there is put out enough damage, and after that I killed the Geonosis Brute Alpha with Boba Fett's special, and he gets 1 kill, for example, and here he gets another. So you have 2 kills done for the main feed, and I killed, I think, 1 with Fives and 1 with Echo, so I did like 2 wins against Geo as well. You probably maybe will be 10 short of kills with clones, but probably you will use in Sector 1 gas with Fire first, and you will kill some enemies as well, so you will be done with this sector. You will be done with this feat of 50 enemies, of killing 50 enemies with clones. So coming now to the boss, to the main boss, where you have to win without the Jedi, Sith, or unaligned Force user, and you have to win with a full team of Separatists. My opinion, just use General Grievous with Wat Tambor, B2, B1, and Magna Guard. Just put the tank deck on Magna Guard, and after the first attack, B2 probably gets triggered. And when he does the AoE, as you can see with the data discs, it's just very easy, very fast. So yeah, you have to do plenty of battles, and like I said in the beginning of the video, it's only time consuming. The one with getting 20 times frenzy, you do this feat by using bounty hunters with Bosk, so it's very easy as well. And now is the defeat. I don't know. I don't remember if I battled with someone with it, but it was get 40 times evasion, or I think it was 40 times evasion down. I'm not gonna scroll back now because Conquest is beginning in 1.5 hours, so I want this video to be uploaded on YouTube for you guys. But the thing is, I'm gonna show you it in Sector 5 because it's the same thing when using it's the same trick as using 100 stuns. For example, what I'm doing is you use Jedi Master Luke lead. If you have Jedi Master Luke, it's the easiest way. And hope for it that in Sector 1 and even in Sector 5 you have like a First Order team. It's the easiest team and to get as much stuns as possible because, for example, in Sector 5, but the same thing goes for evasion down in Sector 1 because Kylo Ren is not going to die. And in Sector 5 here, what I'm going to do, I'm not going to put Obi-Wan, Old Ben, in there because Old Ben can do the basic with evasion down. So use Old Ben in Sector 1, and in Sector 5 you use Aayla Secura because Aayla Secura's basic, she stuns everyone every time when she crits. So what you have to do, just put crit chance mods on her so she crits every time. Go in with a Jedi Master Luke lead, with Shakti for example, Jedi Luke, Hermit Yoda and Aayla Secura. Maybe probably not do the AoE because everybody's got a counter, so just do the first special, not the AoE like I did. And after that, as you can see, everybody's going to die. You can stun everybody with Jedi Knight Luke, so everybody dies. And after that, put the Tenacity Down on Kylo Ren on Mask, and get Aayla Secura every time you have the chance to make an assist. And with Aayla Secura do the basic, and with every other tune, just call Aayla Secura to assist. As you can see, I speeded it up the whole video for 150% speed, so you will see that it goes a little bit quicker, so the video isn't taking too much time or isn't too long. But that's the only thing you do. You attack Kylo Ren on Mask with assisting every time. With Aayla Secura does every time the assist. Go in with the basic, and you maybe can beat him if you have a very strong other tune in it, which does a lot of damage without applying any debuffs. But with this team, Kylo Ren on Mask is not going to die, so you just get Aayla Secura every time for the assist, and yeah, you do that the whole 5 minutes, and you do like, I think 60 stuns because of her basic, and maybe some with Jedi Knight Luke. So you only have to do 2 battles, and you have those 100 stuns done. Next up is the Tenacity up. Tenacity up is the same process with the same thing as stuns. Oh no, Tenacity up. Yeah, Tenacity up will be with Jedi Master Tenacity up. Yeah, Tenacity up will be with Jedi Master Grand Master Yoda. He does the Tenacity up when he does the AoE. So okay. So it's a little trick to get more Tenacity up. I'm going to show you it right now. What I do here, I do this the middle special. I do it. Oh no, I do the second special so everybody gets Tenacity up. Then I'm gonna spread the buffs, and you already have like 10 Tenacity ups. You can now slow play it against the Kylo Ren Mask. So maybe you can get like 20 Tenacity ups, and since you need only 40, you would only need like 2 to attack 2 times across those 5 minutes, or even less, and the feat will be done as well. So very, very easy, very quick. Right now we're coming to the next feat in Sector 5, and I'm sorry that I switched from Sector 1 to Sector 5. I just did it the video on the fly, and now I'm just correcting the audio because I cursed a little bit in it, so for YouTube's sake, recording it again, or at least the audio. So right now the feat is to win 14 fights with 4 imperial remnant troops. And since there are only 4 in the imperial remnant troops, you use those 4. And what I'm doing right here, I'm using in Sector 5 I'm looking for a Grievous team. So Supreme Leader Kylo Ren cannot lose against the Separatist team if he has like 100% or 90% endurance. So yeah, just use him and you will win. You can use it like 3 to 4 times, even 5 times. He cannot lose against the Separatist team because his protection is going off the charts. And yeah, very easy done. Of course, some of you maybe don't have a Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, so the other alternative will be put in Moff Gideon lead, and the 5th member would be Darth Malak. And as you can see right now, because of those debuffs that everybody gets, they will self-destruct. Yeah, so first off, as you can see, Magna Guard died already. General Grievous had so many thermal detonators that he died. Now, the only thing what you have to look out is when Droideka has the damage immunity up, don't use the last special from Darth Malak on him because you won't recover health and maybe you're going to lose. So when when Droideka has the damage immunity, use the first special from Darth Malak to cleanse those buffs, and after that you can heal him up. So very easy. Do like 2 to 3 times. 2 to 3 times, and you will you will have done this feat as well. And the last feat in Sektor 5 will be beating 50 opponents with Mandalorian. So I have 2 accounts. So on the first account, I'm just using the first account I have Maul already unlocked and Relict. So I just looked up a team and went for the mid for Mon Mothma, for example. And against Mon Mothma, I just used my Mandalorians. And for the 5th slot, I'm using Wat Tambor because Darth Maul has Frenzy, or Maul has Frenzy. And when Wat Tambor goes first, he applies, for example, a tank tag on Armorer. And because of that, Maul is already is going berserk. And as you can see, because of the thermal detonators, every time someone dies because of the special from Maul, because they are applying debuffs and one of them is hitting the final blow. You can even use Jango Fett here, so you can kill off some with Jango Fett for the main feed. But yeah, and now I have like 4 wins or 4 or 5 kills against done with 4 or 5 kills done with Mandalorians. So just use do like 10 battles and you will be you will have this feat as well. On my second account I don't have Maul, so I had to improvise, and what I did is, it's time consuming and it's a little bit annoying, but it's the only thing I came up last Conquest, and I'm gonna show it to you. I used Jedi Master Luke Skywalker, and I used some Jedis. And as a 5th member, what I used is Bo-Katan, because Bo-Katan is a light side user, and yeah, let me show it to you. So. Okay, when I remember right, I fought against a Geo team exactly. I used the tank tag on Jedi Master Luke, of course, and after that, the only thing what you have to watch out for is that the Geonosian doesn't die too quick on their own, because if they do, you're not going to get the feat which you need when you have to win with 50. You have to do 50 kills by a Mandalorian. So right now, what you see is I'm stunning everyone with Jedi Knight Luke, and as you saw in the video against the First Order, when Jedi Knight Luke stuns everybody, they're going to lose, I think, the whole protection and lose a lot of health. So right now, I'm using the AoE. Maybe Sunfeg will die. Spy will die, but that's really annoying because you only get like 1 or 2 kills with Bo-Katan after that. But I decided to stun everybody, and as you can see, 2 died. Sunfeg survived, but what I'm doing right now is I'm using the special, which does very much damage with Jedi Master Luke, the leader special, and I'm using it on Bo-Katan, so Bo-Katan gets the kill. Right now the same thing, using the basic, going on Bo-Katan, oh no, and Bo-Katan did the kill. So I did like only 2 kills in this video. Sometimes I do like 4 kills. But yeah, like I said, it's just time consuming because I have to do like 12 to 15 fights to make the feat done. And what I'm doing is I'm not killing everybody. I'm leaving the last one standing, so I'm not going to lose endurance. So I'm just going for 2 or 3 kills, and after that I still have so I did like 2 or 3 to my feat. And everybody still has 100% endurance. So right now the next feat will be in Sector 4, kill 50 people, kill 50 enemies with Empire units. So you have 2 choices. My opinion, very easy. What I do is, if you don't have a Galactic Legend, for example, like Lord Vader, just go in with a Palpatine lead, use Kylo Ren unmasked because he's very tanky against the Geonosian team. So what you can do now is put the tank tag on Kylo Ren Unmasked. They're going berserk on Kylo Ren Unmasked, and even if he loses all the health and protection, he regains a little bit. And because he has a little bit left, he every time he has the taunt up. Now he didn't have it, but yeah, Darth Vader is coming up next. Just do the AOE, and as you can see right now, it just picked them apart one by one. Just go in with Vader and kill everybody. Save the AoE for last, so he gets a turn as well again. And yeah, you can even kill it now with Thrawn, or you can not kill him, leave him be, wait those 5 minutes up, so you leave with 100% endurance. But in my opinion, when you use a few teams, like for example 2 to 3 time bounty hunters, 2 to 3 scoundrels, 2 to 3 empire teams, you use all the energy you need, and you do it like on a daily basis, shortly before you go to sleep, or in the morning, or in a coffee break or something, and you don't have to wait out those 5 minutes. So it depends on you what strategy you want to go to. I'm just showing you here some teams which I'm using to get those feats done. Right here, it's the same thing I'm showing in Sector 5. I'm showing you the same thing which I already showed you by applying those debuff evasion down on phase 1 with Old Ben, or stunning 100 peoples with Ayla Secura. In Sector 4, you have to put 40 potency up on to use 40 potency down, so you have to do a debuff on an enemy which provides potency down, and one character who does that is Grandmaster Yoda. So right now I'm doing the same thing as in Sector 5. I'm going in against the Kylo Ren Unmasked. If you're unsecure that Grandmaster Yoda maybe will die, you can go in and put Jolie in there instead of Hermit Yoda and survive everybody. But right now, as you can see, what I did is a misplay by using the AoE with Grandmaster Yoda. So don't use the AoE. Just go in there with a basic, kill everybody off with the stun from Jedi Knight Luke. And after that, if everybody is down, as you can see, Kylo Ren Mask is not going to die. So just use either the basics from Jedi Master Luke. If you don't have someone to call Grandmaster Yoda to assist, besides then, just use every time the assist on Grandmaster Yoda, and with Grandmaster Yoda use the basics, so he applies potency down on Kylo Ren Unmasked. Now there is another feat where you have to win like 40 times with a light side squad, and for example, I'm going to show you one squad which I think it's very funny. You know that CLS with 3PO and Chewie, 3PO, Chewbacca, Han, and C-3PO, you cannot lose against a Padme team, but with the data discs, it's even easier because you only have to do like 4 attacks and everybody's dead. So if you have a Padme team, it doesn't matter in which sector, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Just go in with a CLS team. If you have the data discs, it's the easiest way to get those 3 stars. Because we know how annoying it is to go against the Padme when they're sucking your health and protection. It's very annoying. In Sector 3, as you can see, I didn't need the Rebel Fighter feat to win to beat 50 enemies with Rebel Fighters. I didn't do it because I didn't have to. The same thing goes for the clone units or clone units from the Teams 99. Didn't have to do them as well, but I did 3 with gear 7, gear 8 99s because of the data disc. I just went in to go against the mid boss, and I won the first 2 fights. After that, the endurance was too low, but even with gear 7 and gear 8, I beat them, but I didn't have to, so I didn't accomplish that feat. But you can do it with the data disc easy, you will see. Right now, I'm going in to do the defense up. To apply 40 times defense up, and I'm using it with Jedi Master Luke. Let me think. I used Jedi Master Luke with Grandmaster Yoda and with Jedi Master Kenobi. Let's just see. I did the video like 2 weeks ago, so I don't really remember it right now. Yeah, I went in with Jedi Master Kenobi, Commander Ahsoka Tano, Grandmaster Yoda, Barriss, and General Kenobi. General Kenobi, of course, for the first attacks, so he survives, but it doesn't really matter. What I do now is I do the first special with Jedi Master Kenobi, put it, for example, on a Cat. After that, I'm switching with Barriss, so Barriss gets the defense up on everybody, which will be 5 defense up. Now Grandmaster Yoda's turn is next. He does the buff spray, so he gives everybody his buffs and what he has, and he has already defense up. So it's like 9 to if General Kenobi didn't have the buff immunity, it would be 10 defense up. Right now it's only 9. And what I did after that, I used the second special from Jedi Master Kenobi on Barriss, so Barriss has her cooldowns reduced, and she can use the defense up again. So Kenobi still had the buff immunity, I think, up, or if not, we have like 13 to 14 defense up in this battle. And as you only need 40, you have only do like three battles, and the other thing is you don't have to beat the teams. So even if you don't use a data disk, or for example have not as many data disks, and you don't kill the enemies, it's no problem. You just have to do the defense up. So it's very quickly. With those 60 times, put someone in. I don't know in English what the debuff is called. I think it's the one that Colonel Stark applies, which Bastilla applies, or the new character Mara Jade applies. I think it's Stagger. It's called Stagger, so that everybody loses turn meter when he gets attacked. So right here, there are enough videos on YouTube, so I didn't do it the battle again. It just use, for example, Treya to clear all debuffs on an enemy, and use, for example, Bastilla Sean Fallen to apply those. The fear, and after the fear gets after you attack someone who has fear, everybody gets stagger, so you have like 5 staggers already. Mara Jade does the same thing with the grenade. She applies stagger on everybody, so you have 5 as well, and it goes very quickly. With the Sector 2, killing win 40 fights with Night Sisters. With this data disc compilation, you cannot lose with Night Sisters, so it's very easy. The last feat that you can see here, get 60 times to get invisible. What I do here, I didn't do a video here, but what I used is the same trick which I did in the last fight with Barriss, but I'm not using Barriss. I'm using R2D2, and I did the same thing. I used the first special from Jedi Master Kenobi on Ahsoka, switched the turn meter from Ahsoka with R2D2, did the Did the AoE, not the attack, but the one where I'm hiding everybody on the stealth. Stealth is the word. Invisible, not stealth, not invisible, but stealth. Put everybody on stealth, and after that, use the second ability, special ability from Jedi Master Kenobi. Put it on R2D2, and R2D2 does the stun. So that's it. I hope you had fun.